guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hope and I make press-on gel nails. Today's video is going to be a haul video. This is actually kind of like quite a late haul video because I actually placed these orders during the Boxing Day sale that Sweetie Nail Supply had. And one of them is also a PR order, which the Sweetie Nail Supply team very kindly have gifted me. So a huge thank you. As always, as part of this whole video, I also decided to do a huge swatch project this week, which was essentially swatching over, I think it was like just under 70 bottles of gel. A bit of a mad one. I'm including swatches for all of the products that I haul in this video at the end of the video. So if you're interested in seeing swatches, I'll include those at the end of this. But if you're also interested in seeing the swatches for all the other gels I have swatched, then that will be in an upcoming vlog. So please subscribe to stay notified if you're interested in seeing that. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the products that I show throughout this video, then I do have my Sweetie Nail Supply discount code, which is HOPE10 for 10% off at checkout. No obligation to use it, of course, but thank you very much if you do. It really does help support the channel. Also, shameless plug, if you like the video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more of the behind the scenes of making and wearing gel nails, then please subscribe. With that being said, let's go straight into the whole video now. Okay, hi guys. Not sure if I've already filmed an intro to this portion, but we have the whole portion now. I have 3 orders to go through from Sweetie Nail Supply. 2 of them I bought myself. They are from the Christmas Boxing Day sale. I mainly restocked up on things I like, also tried to pick up bases, essentials, things of that nature. And then one of them is a PR order. Okay, so first I'm gonna go through some brushes that I picked up. I actually picked up 2 other brushes and I'll show you them after, but these are the ones that I'm yet to use. I really wanted to kind of take the time to invest in more brushes, better brushes, because I find that the tools you use really actually do make a difference. I'm going to be making a full, I know I keep saying this, in March, that's my aim is to upload this video in March, a video on my favorite tools to use for gel nails, whether that's like brushes, cat eye magnets, things of that nature. It's just that I wanted to try some of these new brushes before I filmed that video, just to test them, see how I feel about them. The first brush that I picked up, it is the Jello Jello gradation brush. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit more. This brush is my favorite brush. You'll have seen me use this so many times in my videos. I use this for basically every ombre technique that I do, which I do in every set. It is the perfect brush because it's like angled. So it's not just like a normal flat gradation brush that you can pick up on like Temu. It's got this really nice angle to it. It cleans really nicely. It's like really soft as well. One of my favorite brushes. No surprises there. And I wanted to pick up a second one because I love my first one so much. The other brush, which is a bit of like an experimental brush, is the Mayo. It's the Mayo French brush. So this one, you can see it's basically like your French tip brush, because I really want to try doing a French tip where you kind of like paint it like this. I want to see how easy or difficult that is going to be. It's pretty wide. For some reason I did not expect it to be that wide, but I guess it makes sense because then you can use it on longer tips, right? So we'll see how this one goes. Again, the quality of it feels super nice. I've never used Mayo brushes before, so I'll be interested to see how this goes. And as a little close-up, this is what this one looks like as well. If you have used this, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The other brush, I have used this quite a few times. You also probably saw it in my previous vlog, the Jello Jello dust brush. And I love that it comes in a case. This I've used maybe actually I've used this quite extensively now, to be honest, because I used this when I was reorganizing all of my 2024 press-ons. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Look, and it feels so soft. It feels like a cat. You know, like if you stroke a really silky, soft cat, that's what this feels like. The stand is gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. They also do anything in like a pink color, which is also pretty, but for me, this cream color is the one. She's amazing. And I mainly use this in my press-ons, you know, to dust off my press-ons when I'm like organizing things like that. So this doesn't live on my nail station. This lives with my press-on case, which I keep separate. I love it. And the fact that it comes in a case makes it a 10 out of 10 for me, because I find that so many dust brushes don't come with like a dedicated case, and that is the bane, because then they just get dusty. Then that makes it redundant because it's supposed to be a dust brush. I definitely recommend. If you're in the market for a dust brush, this is a great one. And honestly, like Jello Jello, they just make knockout brushes. Every Jello Jello brush that I've used so far is chef's kiss. Other two brushes that I picked up are these. I think this is Blanc Blanc. This is like a dust brush. I picked this up especially for when I'm doing chrome isolation so that I can brush off the chrome from the nail. I do not actually own like a dedicated chrome dust brush. Again, the bristles on it, super soft, super dense, but fluffy and light at the same time. Exactly what you want from a dust brush. I'm yet to use this for chrome, but I will report back in my future videos, and also that favorite tools for doing gel video that I will be making sometime in March. And then the other brush, I have already used this once actually at the time of recording this. It is the Nailbayo Doi brush. It's their fan brush. This is what it looks like. Bear in mind this has been used once. It still looks pretty good. I clean it with the Jello Jello brush clean gel thing, their brush cleaner. For ombre, okay, first impressions is I still love my Jello Jello gradation brush the most for this, but I'm going to keep giving this a try. The reason why I think maybe this is worth the purchase is because it's not like a normal ombre brush. It's like a bit shorter and more square. So you have a bit more control when you're using it. I do like it. I just think I need to try it with some more techniques and give it a second chance just to figure out how I like it, because I think this would be really good for blending a gel down rather than my tendency to do ombre bases is like pulling them together, which this doesn't really work for that. But again, the quality of the brush, amazing. I just need to keep using it and trying it out. Also, thank you very much, Kai, Get Pressed Nails by C, for the recommendation on this. You are who influenced me to pick this up. Here you can see all of the gels. I'm going to unbox these and then come straight back, because every single gel that I picked up is an individual gel. And I guess now the kind of MO is to individually box every gel. Unbox these and then come back. Also, oh my gosh, as I unbox these, look at how cute the Nailbayo packaging is now with these little bows. This bow is adorable. It kind of makes me want to replicate this kind of bow shape on a nail. How cute. Also, I swear, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like nail product packaging is so good that it risks you breaking your nail. But like the tape is so strong that I need to use so much force. Maybe I should invest in like an actual box cutter. I will go through the boring stuff first, and then we can go into like more of the fun stuff. Nailbayo Doi came out with a Hema-free version of their top gels. I love this top gel so much because it is so thin. Like the consistency of this top gel, or like I'm speaking of the original Hema version, is really thin. Like it's the thinnest top gel that I have used to date. Because it's thin, like it's really good as a top gel when you're in the middle of working on a set. That's my main use for this. So for example, I do all my base coats in one session, and then I'll do like my top gels at the end of that. You know, like for some techniques, it's easier if you do it on like a smoother surface. And sometimes a syrup gel or a cateye gel is not exactly smooth. So adding like a really thin top gel on top of that color, on that base color that you can then do your art or your design on, is really beneficial without adding bulk. And that is the main reason why I absolutely love the Nailbayo top gel. I've not yet found one that is thinner than it, and it's perfect. So when I found that they came out with a Hema-free version, I needed to repurchase my top gel anyway because I was running low. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try out the Hema-free version. So I picked up 2 of them because I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it. And I'm gonna keep this one in the box just because then I know that it is a backup. Check out the consistency. Let's see. Oh, again, it's perfect. Okay, I have zoomed you in, so hopefully you'll be able to see this consistency a lot better, but oh, even the brush has changed a little bit actually. I feel like it wasn't this rectangular before. It definitely feels a little bit different to the other one, but it still feels super thin. So I'm very excited to start using this one because you know where I can use Hema-free, I'm going to opt for Hema-free. The other kind of, I guess, a boring gel is just a repurchase, a backup of my Doi Nudie White. I use this gel in literally every design that I do. So nothing, no like bells and whistles here. It's just a perfect, like it's a great syrup white gel. Actually on like a bit of the thicker side, or maybe that's just because I go down the bowl quite quickly that it tends to thicken up after a while, but I really like it. It's great. definitely recommend. Now let's move on to some of the colored gels. Nothing too extravagant, but very good purchases to add to my collection. The first one is the toned down gel. I wanted to do this primarily because I thought this looked like quite a nice syrup gel. The main purpose of this gel is to tone down the shade of a color that you have. I see people when they paint this straight to the nail, it looks like this really nice deep gray, brown, black color. We'll see how this goes. I have seen that they've sold these gels for like a year. I've always been a bit intimidated to use them, or like unsure if I would use them. I really like the look of just using this by itself. I will probably test it on some other gels and see how it tones them down. Bit of a wild card, but potentially a hidden gem, we'll see. The other three Nailbayo colors are all the bases, so they're all part of the nudie range. I love the nudie range. It is a thin consistency, the tones are gorgeous, and I did not have any of these ones, and I wanted something that wasn't straight pink like the nudie pink, but also wasn't super creamy like the nudie vanilla, because I have those two. They're gorgeous, but I find the nudie vanilla one, I wanted something that was more like a bit more syrupy, transparent, less creamy. I know that they also came out with the nudie ivory, which honestly maybe have been perfect, but I tried to de-influence myself and only pick ones that I thought I would use more. Hence, I've got the Eggnog, Nudie Beige, and Nudie Skin. This Nudie Eggnog, I know I'm absolutely gonna love this color because I love gray, like off-white, cool gray like tones, and oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That is stunning. Wow. I've never tried eggnog before, but I think this is what eggnog looks like, right? It's like a kind of like a yellowy, gray, brown, very pretty. Very excited to use this one specifically. And then the Nudie Beige, which is kind of like your basic, I think it's like kind of similar to the Nudie Pink, but just a little bit more peachy, I would say. Very, very pretty again. And I think this will kind of sheer out to adopt your nail color a bit more than this like peach tone. So again, very excited to just have like a bit of a mix of my base colors, because I basically use the nudie white for every set and then the nudie skin color. Oh, she looks, oh, what happened to my brush? We can try to fix her. I don't know why, I feel like these brushes are a bit, maybe there's like some quality control, because what is that? What is that? I'll try to show you the close-up. It's quite thick. I would say this one seems a bit thicker than the other two, and it's a bit deeper than the Nudie Beige, but again, on the nail, I feel like this is going to look really pretty. So I'll just show you again. So those are like the bases. That's the most exciting part of the Nailbayo stuff, honestly. As I mentioned, I'm mainly restocking stuff and like building up like basics, I would say, because I think the like collections I have now are pretty full. I cannot, like, I don't feel the need to really add much more to my collection in terms of like colors and interesting gels. I want to focus on using my collection now. So now we can move on to the Devox stuff. This is the first item. Again, it is a repurchase, so it's the Zero Matte Top. It looks like this. It's like this pink bottle. I already have one that I'm using, so this is my backup after I finish that one. Again, this is really thin consistency, which I love. It's a gorgeous matte top coat for doing chrome isolation on, as long as you wipe it down. I will cure it for like 45 seconds and then I'll wipe it down with alcohol, and then doing my chrome isolation on top of it is like perfect. And then the other thing from Devox is the white painting gel, because I actually do not have a just pure white painting gel that's thin, and I really wanted to kind of experiment with, you know, like block French tips, kind of pairing this with the Mayo French tip brush as well. And I also thought maybe it could be used for painting like chrome designs. Not sure if you can use this as a non-wipe, so I'll double check and put on the screen if you can. But yeah, this is basically what this looks like. It is just a pure white solid gel, and the consistency of it feels pretty medium, not super thin, not super thick, which is quite nice for a painting gel, to be honest. I think this is probably as thin as you could go for an opaque painting gel, so we will see how this goes. I'm sure it's going to be great. The last item from Divock, which is arguably the most exciting, is the, oh my gosh, what happened there? The DS07, which is from the Once in a Summer Season 1 collection. This is like, I think it's called August Blue. It looks really green on the bottle, but the actual color of it is more of a cool tone blue. Look at that, that's so pretty. I picked up a couple of other colors of the syrups from this collection. Honestly, I would purchase the whole collection if I could, but I just feel like it's a bit unnecessary. There's only specific colors from it that I really, really love. Although I'll be honest that some of the magnetic gels from that collection I also love, but I'm trying to be restrained, and this is what it looks like. So again, it is like this gorgeous, just like true blue. On the photos, it looks really purple cool toned, but in person, it looks a lot more like ocean blue, bit green, like a deep sea, tropical ocean kind of like color. That's what it's reminding me of. Wow. That's actually really pretty. It's not exactly what I was expecting it to be, but it's really pretty. And the last item that I picked up is just a restock of my Canoe Square tips. These are the tips that I use in every single set. I love them. They're my ride or die. I only had like one unopened pack, so I just like to stock up on these whenever there is a sale or whenever I can get like a decent percentage off, because I love them. And they also started selling individual refills now for some of the middle numbers, which, oh, thank you so much, Diami, for doing that. That's everything for the items that I ordered myself. And then the last stuff is my PR package stuff. Okay, so these are the two items I was very, very graciously gifted for PR by the Sweetie Nail Supply team. So again, a huge thank you to them for sending these over to me. And just want to caveat that I can speak freely on this, so everything that I mention, all my opinions and things, they are my own. I'm gifted, but I'm not paid money to review these or anything like that. I was very, very grateful, and super excited when they mentioned these, because I had been eyeing this collection myself, specifically this mold that I'll show you in a minute that's in it. The Favori, they've come out with so many new products recently, I think for like their spring. It's like winter, spring, fall, winter, spring. There's such an array of them. They all look amazing, but these two specifically spoke out to me so much. I've already opened this briefly. I've not opened this one, but I have opened this. It looks like this. And just look at this packaging. How gorgeous is that? And you have four items in this Planet collection. One gel and then 2 inks. And then we also have 1 mold here. These are the inks. Let's look. Wow, that is the first ink. Stunning. And then the second ink is this one, which again, I think if you can shake it, you see it's like got purple reflective particles in it. How gorgeous. I have one other set from the Favori as well, which is like their neon pop inks, which is like a full-on neon set. They're really, really nice inks, but these ones specifically because they have glitters in them. And if I just, you see that? Wow, like how gorgeous is that? And then this is like a deep purple one. And I understand why they call it the Planet collection, because it can emulate like space kind of themed, you know? Hopefully you can see these okay. Like, stunning, how pretty, especially this, like, you can, hopefully you can see that okay. Yeah, like, super stunning, gorgeous, amazing. And then this one, obviously you can see it has like this kind of purple reflective aspect to it, and I think it's in like a kind of like a more of a transparent black, but it's actually also got a lot of multicolored, so I see like a lot of blue and orange in this as well. So I guess that makes sense, because like a lot of planets are kind of like purple, orange, blue colored, and then that is what this one looks like. I think just the purple one is a bit like more difficult to capture. I'm very intrigued to see what these look like on the nail. And then the other part of this is the mold. So this goes with the gel that's in the collection. I'll open the gel in a minute. Although I'm sure you can use any gel that you like to use with molds. In this mold, it does not need to be that gel, but of course it comes in the set anyway, so. And this is what the mold looks like. It's actually quite thin. It's not a thick mold at all, and I really appreciate that because I feel like a lot of molds tend to not be molds that you can really use on like shorter sets or shorter nails. A lot of them accommodate like longer tip. I really appreciate that these ones are so small that you'll be able to use them on shorter ones. I especially love this space ring, this moon, the heart with like the filled center, so you can do like a heart outline. I've molded a heart like this before and it was with varied success. This is going to just make it so much easier to do that design, so I'm very, very excited. And if I just show you like a comparison, you can kind of see how small it actually is. And these heart ones on the bottom are super tiny. You could make the tiniest heart there. And my plan for these is I want to create the molds and then I want to paint the inks over the top to make sparkly charms. I'm going to be using these in my next set, which I'm super excited to share. I actually have two designs which I am working on next. One of them is for this set and then one of them is like an alternative Valentine's set. The alternative Valentine's set, realistically, I'm not going to be making it in time to share for Valentine's Day, but that's why it's alternative. It doesn't need to be done for Valentine's Day. I think it's still just like a set that I want to make. Let me just show you the gels now as well. We're in, oh wow, beautiful production in Tokyo. The Favori right now as well, they're doing a pop-up in Tokyo. Or I think maybe it was last weekend. I wish that they had like a proper store. I wish I could go to like that would be the dream, to go to a pop-up or like a Korean gel or like Japanese gel brand in Korea or Japan or even London, just a pop-up. Honestly, please. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Again, the bottle is stunning. I've never used the Favori gels either as well, so I'm interested to see what this is like. I feel like it's gonna be thick. Oh no, it's actually quite thin. That's really interesting. It's actually like quite a thin consistency. It's very similar to the Nailbayo top gel. A bit thicker. You can see like it kind of beads just a tiny bit. The Favori Blur Clear Gel, so that is what it's called. I will put on the screen whether they sell this individually or not. I guess the intention there is to use like a thinner gel with the molds then. Very interesting. Let's see how this goes. And one thing that really interests me about the Favori is the fact that like they're mixed. I don't know whether they are owned by both Japanese and Korean or like by a mixture of Japanese and Korean individuals, because you see on this bottle it says made in Korea, but then the production is in Tokyo. I just find that really interesting about their brand, is that it's like a mixture of both. So yeah, that is the Planet collection. And then the last item is the Demure edition, Demure collection, which looks like this. And this is the first time that I'm opening it. I've not actually opened it yet. Oh my gosh, what happened to my gels? They're all fine. I think it doesn't really matter. They all got to me safely. So that's all that we care about, honestly. Okay, so you get a collection of 6 gels. This is what the bottles look like. How pretty. I'm pretty sure these are less. The amount in these is less than like your standard bottle. I think your standard bottle is like 10 or 12 mil. These are 6 grams. So I guess that equates to 6 mil, but it's definitely less. And honestly, I think that that is okay. Realistically, am I going to finish a bottle of gel? It's very unlikely. So I know like the feel of a big bottle is nice, but I think sometimes I would rather have a smaller bottle if it meant that there was going to be, if I was going to use it up more. Let's go through these in order. I'm trying to figure out where is the color on them. I think it may only be in Korean. And I can't read Korean. I don't even know if it's only in Korean because I can't see. Guys, I don't know if these have color names on them. So I guess this is a bit of a wild card. Let's just open them and see which one is which. This is the first one, which is this beigey orange. This actually really reminds me of one of the From the Nail, that Calbee. I can't remember what that collection is called, gels. Because that gel is like more of like on your muted side. This is what it looks like. It's a cateye, they're all cateye by the way. they have multicolored glitter particles in them. So that was the one thing that intrigued me to these. I have quite a few cat eye gels now, but I don't have any that have like multicolored glitter in them like this. And that was the main thing, because when you look at them in the light, you get reflects of the multicoloredness, but you also get, it's like a flash cat eye. It's not like a silky cat eye. Okay, this is the deep orange one. Again, super pretty, super deep. This is like an amber tone, I would say. I think this one, spoiler, would pair really nicely with the purple or the blue in this collection. I'm a sucker for like blue and orange together. Again, they all have the same particles in them, different base tones on them. And they're not exactly opaque. They're not exactly syrups. It's like, this is the, okay, this is the white or cream. This is like your cream kind of colored one. So again, very pretty. Same particles, same pearls in this. Okay, this is the blue. Look how gorgeous this blue is. Wow. I'm so tempted to use this blue for my set that I'm going to be making with these products. Although I know that I feel like I've been using blue a lot recently. That's why I was hesitant to use it, but it's too pretty not to use. Oh my gosh, like look at that. That's such a pretty blue. It's such a pretty blue. I don't know, it's so pretty. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. So this one's your purple, but it's like a lilac. It looks like this. It doesn't look super purple in the camera or in person, honestly, but I think it's one of those where the purple comes out more when you paint it, and also when you move the pearls, probably becomes more obvious. I love the purple. I'm a sucker for purple as a color. And then the last one is the pink shade. So this is what this one looks like. Super, super cute, kind of pink orange coral color. Like, it's not exactly pink, it's more of like a peachy pink orange, which I found really interesting. My thought process was using like the purple and the pink together. Now I'm not sure. Now I'm thinking maybe to do like the blue and pink, or blue and orange. I don't know. Blue and purple? Not sure. I just feel like I want to use the blue. The blue is really, really pretty. This one. My thought process was to use these two colors. So let me see how, I don't know, I feel like they are different enough to be obvious in a set that they're different, but they're also kind of similar. So maybe these two, or I don't know, because this is like an orangey color. It's not exactly pink. Maybe I should just do what I want to do rather than like overthinking repeating color sets, you know? I just love blue recently. And the blue. Oh, the blue is so pretty. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. Anyway, that is these gels. So please look forward to the set that I create with these and the Planet collection. I'm super excited. I feel like they will complement each other really nicely. And that's it for the whole portion of this video. I'm going to go over into the swatches now. I'll do it just generally as a swatching session with music in the background, but I do also do a very short first impressions of the Nailbayo Doi top gel at the very end of this video. So if you're interested in seeing that, that'll be at the very end. Thank you very much for watching. If you have also purchased any of these products, please let me know what you've got and how you use them, if you like them. Definitely the brushes. I'm very interested in just learning about how people use different brushes for different techniques. As always, if you like the video, please give it a like. If you're interested in seeing more of the behind the scenes of making and wearing gel nails, then please subscribe. My next few uploads are going to be that vlog video where I'm doing that huge swatching project, which, oh my gosh, it was a bit of a mad one. I was very ambitious to think that I could swatch almost 70 gels when like the 75% of them were cat eyes in one session, but it's all good fun and we do it for the cat eye, you know. And my swatches, I'm looking over at them now, they look chef's kiss, so I'm super excited and I think it was like quite a fun little project for me to do. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing that video, then please subscribe. And also I will be doing my nail set using the Favori, the Mayo collection and Planet inks, so very excited for that as well. I keep kind of like going back and forth between the colors and my concept, but I think I'm mostly singled on a concept now, but I'll stop yapping now. As always, if you like the video, please give it a like, and if you're interested in seeing more of the behind the scenes of making and wearing gel nails, then please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and let's go over into the swatches now. guys, these pearls are crazy. They're definitely flash. Well, like, I don't know if they're marketed as flash pearls, but they're definitely giving flash pearls. I'm just gonna top coat all of these, and I'm gonna use the new Doi Hema-free top for this. But let's see how these top coat. I always top coat mine. You don't need to, honestly, but like I am just, it's also partially one of the reasons why I buy and love the Doi. It's because it's just so quick. This paints really nicely. The brush is a bit stiffer, honestly. Nothing too different, but just one thing to note is that it is a bit stiffer.